Hola, hermanas. Hi, welcome to ¿Quién es la más? My name is Yigi.
And I'm Braulio. Before we start, remember to subscribe and rate the podcast. Tell your friends about the show. It would help us immensely to get the word out. We appreciate all the support.
Thank you so much. And we're here back again with La Más Draga, the 5th season, which I honestly thought it was going to be an all-star season. But no, it's all brand new queens. And
a little surprise at the end.
Well, yeah, kind of like an all-star in a way for one person.
But that was a rumor that we were hearing, that it was going to be an all-star season. Not yet, I guess.
Well, they don't have that many all-stars to be on the season. No, I mean, honestly, they can do like probably 2 seasons now, like 2 all-star seasons with all the queens they have. So, but you know what? They don't even eliminate people sometimes, so they're good. Like, we don't need like a whole season to see them again.
I also think it's not just the show itself, production-wise. It's not a well-oiled machine yet on its 5th season, that they don't really have the budget or the time to produce so many, like, with Drag Race, it's as you always want to compare, right? So with Drag Race, they have the regular seasons and then the all-star seasons, so, and usually like back to back, so it's not like it's replacing a regular season. So if La Más Draga wants to do something like that, then they would have to have like ramp up the production instead of once a year. And I just don't think they have enough support for that.
I mean, they could just charge us more for tickets to see the finale
online, so we can have glitches and all that.
And then they could just post it a day later. But yeah, I'm excited for this season. I'm excited for this new batch of queens. Like, there's so much drag content, but like, this is like the only thing out there right now specifically that is just like Mexican. Not only, well, now they introduced other countries, but it's like mainly a Mexican culture. So I'm excited to see it back. Yeah, so we get this episode that is kind of a, like, it's the first time they do something different in the first episode. I don't know if you noticed that.
As far as the elimination, or you mean like...
Yeah, the elimination.
Yeah, of course. No one was eliminated. I mean, no one is usually eliminated, and this time they did eliminate someone.
Yeah, this is the first time in 5 seasons that they've eliminated someone on the first episode. Isn't that crazy?
I thought it was like I mean, it was a tradition at that point, and they broke away from that tradition.
Yeah, like it was. I honestly didn't remember. I was like, wait, did they actually? But then the girl that got eliminated, she said it in an interview, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Like, it never eliminates somebody. I guess I'm just used to like Drag Race, or I don't know. They kind of like all blend together. But yeah, how did you feel? Your general thoughts about this first episode? I know that we both think it's like long, and that's a given.
Yeah,
They need to edit it down because it's an hour and 30 minutes. That's like a whole television, like a whole film, like a whole trilogy of films. So what are your general thoughts?
Looking at the queens, like, starting a new season is always exciting, and I thought they did a good job in showing their looks and stuff, their personalities when they're in drag. So that's exciting to look forward to, like, throughout the season. But I do think, like, the production of the show was a little clunky when it came to like the mini reto. and how that tied into the main challenge, which it didn't. And that's my that's my issue. I just think like they're still, I don't know why in the fifth season they're still trying to figure some of the most basic things out. Um, but the like I said, the exciting part to me is always just looking at the what the queens have to offer. I hope they give them like good challenges to actually showcase their talents. Um, but yeah, I mean, and before we get into it, I did want to mention as well that I noticed that um finally they, I guess they paid for translators or whatever, but if you go on YouTube it actually has English subtitles now. um so you can like watch the show with subtitles if you don't speak Spanish, which I think is really cool, and I think it might open it up. I don't know why they should maybe advertise that or something, let people know that it's now
Mhm.
available like that, because I think that could again open it up to like other drag fans, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's people that watch it, but they just watch it and they don't really know what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they probably just skip like a lot of stuff and just look at the looks and just to see what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's pretty cool. And honestly, like it will. It's already a big show. Like it's honestly like really like it gets a lot of views. Like almost every episode will go to 1 million views, and that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like compare that to a TV show on television. Like
Mm-hmm.
not a lot of cable shows don't even get 1 million views.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a pretty big show. So I don't know. They should have the budget, like you said. They should have the budget by now. Maybe it's just that they're using it in the wrong ways, and they're not
Yeah, they're
really
keeping it.
putting the money. Yeah, they're not hiring the people to make the show better, and they're just kind of like, you know, just trying to keep some of that money in their pockets. But yeah, let's get into this episode. The fifth season of La Más Draga has arrived. For the premiere episode, we are introduced to the 12 new queens that will compete to be La Más. This week, the queens are thrown into Letal's bathtub and expected to serve face in a photo shoot. In the main challenge, the theme is La Más Ajolotes. Peque Valderas is named La Mas of the Week, while Uma Kyle and Aisha Dog Hills are Las Menos. They both battle it out in a lip sync to Mexa by, or Meja, Meja or Mexa?
Yeah.
What do you
uh
say?
Mexa.
Mexa, okay. By Yari Mejia. Breaking tradition, Uma Kyle becomes the first queen to ever be eliminated on the first episode. There we go. The tradition has been broken, and dreams have been broken as well because she looked distraught. Um, so let's go into the introductions where they first walk. They don't even walk in. They literally have been doing this from the very first episode where they literally have a sheet over their heads, and that's how they reveal
Sheet, you
themselves.
mean pink condoms?
Pink condoms, yeah. Whoever has been using them, I don't know, but they got these somewhere, and it's just like it's so underwhelming. This entrance, it's like really, this is how you want to introduce the new
Yeah,
cast. It's very very very
it's just
disappointing.
yeah, it's just weird. Like, why? Even they're like pointing out that they have to hold those condoms like up for the longest time, like just while they're like filming, and eventually they get to drop them to get to know each other, and then they do the whole dramatic thing where it's like, oh, two of them are still hiding, and
Yeah.
between them, I guess it's a surprise, but just like a general viewer, they're not even going to understand why it's such a big deal.
And they're not even in drag, so they probably don't. They're just like,
Yeah.
okay, hi. Like they don't need, like when you introduce queens, like in the entrances, they need to introduce their name, like something, so they can all be like, oh, hi, this is da da da. But no, this is just like they're not even in drag, so you can't even get a sense of who they are. Well, they in
Mhm.
themselves can't tell who they are. Um,
Good
but anyways,
point.
the first one, yeah.
No, I was just saying, good point, because maybe that's part of why sometimes during the first few episodes, I have a hard time keeping up with who is whom. Like painting
Me
or
too. I don't even know who am I, so it's very hard.
gotta go find it.
Um, yeah. The first one that we get introduced to is Fifi Estar, and she's from Michoacan. What's your first impression of her?
Um, just going by the entrance look. I thought it was pretty interesting, especially like the wig that she was wearing. Pretty out there. So hopefully she brings more of that kind of kookiness to the rest of the season.
Yeah, it was cute. It wasn't bad. I didn't like the wig because it kind of hit her face, but it was a good first look. Like it felt like she had two wigs on, like the one in the back that was kind of like just like kind of more flowy, and then this structured thing on her face. I don't know if you guys are looking at the images, but you'll get what I'm saying when if you see it. But yeah, but the outfit is cute. I don't really get a sense of what this means or what this shows. If this shows who she is, but it's cute. The next one is Liza or Lisa Sansusi, and what you think of her?
All of them have like strange names. Like whatever happened to like a playful name with like a pun in it, and now it's just random words put together. Uh,
Literally, Lisa Sansusi. Okay.
yeah. Lisa, I mean, I think she looks good. Like I like the look, but it's a little like it's too much. She has a lot of ideas. And I think I guess spoiler, she was the winner, right? For this episode. Oh no, she was like
No,
second, the
she was
runner
not.
up, right?
I don't know, but
'Cause
she was not the winner.
yeah, I think she was a runner up because she was the one that had the like the
Oh, the
silver,
big, oh, the silver?
right?
That was her?
I think so.
Yeah, that was her. Yeah.
Yeah, like she looked like like a chandelier, but it was um like the what did they call it, like the reina or something. I don't know, we'll get to it, but anyways, it's pretty like similar to this look that she's wearing as far as like the kind of glamour that she's going for. So I think she does display a little bit of what her drag will be.
All right. The next one is the sales fab. I didn't really connect too much with her, but I like her name. The sales is a cute name. I like that.
Yeah. I think she describes herself like a doll, I think she said. Um
Yes, and then she's from. You can tell by the makeup, and then she's from
yeah.
the Mexico City, Ciudad de Mexico.
Mhm. Mhm. And taking that into consideration, like her look with how she's covered in all hearts, it's like pretty like girly and doll-ish, so I can see that. We'll see what she shows after that though.
Yeah, the next one is Uma Kyle. She had
What
like
name is
this
this?
vine. Huh?
What kind of name is this?
I don't know. Uma Kyle. She is kind of serving like this carnivore plant thing, which is
Mhm.
really cool. Like
Mhm.
when you see it move, it's cool. But like in a picture, it doesn't really work that well.
It's
I don't think.
costumey,
Hmm.
but yeah, but the construction of it and the idea is cool.
Yeah, she was fun. Like I could tell her personality was really fun. Um, all right, Peque Valderas is next. What you think of her?
Peque, again, that name. Like I said, they're just mashing two names together at this point. Um, Beckett was really cute. It's similar to Uma. Like it's very like playful and um a little bit like girly, and I don't know. I think she's one of those queens who likes to doesn't take herself seriously, and it's yeah. Hopefully, she's fun that way.
Yep. She is from Nuevo Leon, and I like her. I like her outfit. I think it is a lot, but I think it works. Um, it doesn't work completely, but I love that it's very dramatic. I
Hmm.
don't know if I would call that white. It's kind of iridescent. So she kind of, I think she had to wear white. It was a white, red, and
Oh yeah,
green.
like always.
Yeah. So I don't know, but she looks good. The next one is Greta White, and she is from Colombia. We got the first Colombiana on the show. What did you think of Greta White?
This look is not my favorite. It looks a little futuristic, and I think she describes herself as a fashion girl, right? Like a fashion queen. But she says she's inspired from like the 20s and 50s, which I can see from like her hair, but I can't see from the actual look. So I don't think it doesn't really mesh well with what she told us she is.
Yeah, I wouldn't call this fashion. I don't know. It's just a little too. I find it ugly. Honestly, I don't like it. It looks very weird to
Looks
me,
like paper art. What do you call it? Or origami?
origami.
Yes,
Yeah, but not in a good way, like the one that you're trying to make, but it never comes
and it doesn't
out.
come out.
Yeah. The next one is Aisha Doll Kills. What do you think of her?
um, I think she has like a obviously dog hills, like a darkness to her, which I think is pretty interesting. Um, I don't know how it's gonna manifest later on. If she'll be like some of the queens that we've seen in the past seasons, where um, they focus a lot on that like witchiness kind of thing.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, I think she has me intrigued.
She has my favorite outfit. I love this. I think it's very it's a lot of look, but
It is.
the thing is she has skin, like skin showing to break it up, so it's not too much just of one color. But I think she's gonna be one of my favorite look queens. But I don't know about the performance. I think she likes a little bit of performance skills, but we'll see. And she is from Costa Rica, another girl from a another country. So the next one is Santa Lucia, and she's from Ciudad de Mexico. Santa Lucia had my least favorite outfit, I think. I don't like this. It looks a little too tacky, like a troll
Mhm.
doll, but like a troll doll that's going to like a
To the
rock
share, I was
concert,
gonna say to share a concert.
and she stopped by Cher concert on the way there. Yeah, I don't like this at all.
I'm not a fan of the colors, the neon. Um, but she does say she's like uh she kind of represents the darkness in all things, so it comes off a little bit, but I do think it's a little on the nose for something like that.
Yeah, look at that contours. Really, she has no nose with that contours. Like she contoured her nose away. The next one is hidden secret, I believe, or hidden
Mistake.
some hidden mistake.
It's the one
Why
that
would she name
comes
herself?
closer to kind of punny, but not really.
Yeah, yeah. She just went straight like I'm a hidden mistake. Like no wordplay, nothing. But she is from Chile, another Chilena from Cifer. Remember, Cifer was from Chile.
Mhm.
So, Cifer served the looks last year. So I'm thinking she's going to bring the looks. And I actually did like her in the challenge. But I thought she was cute. I think she's missing a little bit. She's a little shy. So I want to see her come out more. But I did like the look. It's cute.
Yeah, yeah. I like the looks a lot. And the makeup, it's just pretty it is like it looks kind of like anime inspired, and um I think it has a lot of neat ideas to it. the looks. I
You know
mean.
what I've noticed? A lot of the queens in Mexico are very into the very dramatic makeup, and then the
Mm-hmm.
queens here in the US are kind of toning theirs down and like looking more kind of natural.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I find that cool that they're kind of going more into like dramatic makeup because that's always kind of funner than just, seeing somebody paint like a regular person. Um, all right, the next one is Light King from Colombia. We got another Colombiana. What did you think of Light King?
So Light King was one of the ones that was still hiding after the other queens had already introduced each other. Um, I like this look. I think it's really interesting. It has a lot of different inspirations. Like it's a little bit of like Kiss, like the rock band, but there's also like some Asian influence in there. Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. And she described herself. Did you say she was from Colombia? I think you did, but
Yeah.
but she says she's like uh, lives in between the dark and light, um, which I don't know what that's gonna mean going from episode to episode, but it's pretty cool.
That's a very large spectrum, light and dark. Okay. So you pretty much do everything. Is that what you're trying to say? Like, what do you think? I don't know. Um, I didn't like her outfit. I thought it was tacky, but I liked her makeup. She's giving me a lot of like Monster High dolls. I don't know if you know what that is, but like very that.
Of course, I know what
And
that is. I have the collection.
and the whole collection, honey. And Aisha, she kind of reminded me of Aisha, like her Aisha. I mean, Aisha, like her outfit, but like Aisha did it better, I think. Um, the next one and the last, I guess, duo, right? They're
Yeah.
competing together. It's gonna be Isabella y Catalina, and they're both from San Diego, California.
And we
That's
got
pretty
a
cool.
yeah, we got a lot of talk of because they're from San Diego. We got a lot of talk of them kind of being like some. They were having fingers pointed at like, oh, you're not from here. You're not. So I doubt they're gonna actually show that in the episodes. But there were some queens who were like, kind of, you don't really belong here. Like we don't want you to speak English here. Which it came out like they were trying to be funny, like it was a joke. But I think there might have been some sincerity in there, and it's kind of ugly.
Yeah, I think they're intimidated because they're from Los Angeles or they're from San Diego, California, and the US is entering the chat, right? And that's kind of like a big deal in a way
Well,
because that's
yeah, yeah, but I mean, more than just intimidation, it's xenophobia as well. Like they might be treated as the outsiders. And Isabella and Catalina both say that sometimes people call them like the gringas, but they're not trying to be like cute. It's kind of like an exclusion kind of thing. But I mean, it'll be interesting to see them as a duo, and um, just like we saw the Red Rabbit duo, and see how that comes out. But um, if they stick together throughout the challenge, that'll be a little strange. But I don't know. I don't know if they should separate them or not. As far as the look goes, not my favorites. As far as the like the entrance goes, it's very like showgirly.
and speaking about the makeup, remember I mentioned that like they're from California and you can tell that their makeup is way more toned down.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. hmm
So that
And
shows
it
like the
might
difference.
also depend on because some of the queens are more um like performers, in, and then some of them might just be like Instagram queens, so they gotta look pretty, and that's what they focus on, just their look. So they might place something um, that might play in how they do their makeups too.
Yeah, it could be. All right. So we are introduced to the challenge and the mini challenge by Johnny Carmona. I forgot his last name.
Yeah, you
Johnny.
got it.
Okay. So the main challenge is gonna be la más anjolotes, sorry, ajolotes, which is kind of like it's a weird like amphibian, right? Like
It's like
isn't that
it's
what
a
it is?
salamander.
Yeah, salamander.
It's a little cute
Wait,
salamander.
no, that's the mini challenge. Sorry. The mini challenge is La Más Ajolotes. So that is funny because again, it's like an amphibian, so water amphibian, sort of. And the mini challenge is for them to. I don't know if you guys remember season 5 of Drag Race. They did that mini challenge where they had to take photos underwater. This is pretty much that. So they had a big tank, they filled it up with water, and they had to take pictures um, in submerged in water. And it was so janky because
Yeah,
for the first like 3 or 4 queens, the tub or the tank wasn't even full. It was like
yeah,
less than halfway,
yeah.
and they had to like struggle to take a picture.
How?
Like imagine being in a small pool and trying to take a picture
Yeah,
underwater. Like that's not gonna happen.
yeah, yeah. And I don't know if maybe it was something that the queens asked for themselves. Like maybe, what if they don't know how to swim? And maybe they asked for that. But yeah, it was not filled all the way. They all had like different um yeah, like some of them were filled halfway, some of them less than that, and some of them were all the way, and some of them had a ladder in there, some of them just jumped in, and I don't
Yeah,
know.
it felt like somebody forgot. To me, it looked like somebody forgot to fill it, and they're like, "Oh crap, we need
You
to
had
fill
one
it."
job, Johnny.
Johnny
Or
messed
that's
up.
what Pepe and Theo are doing this. We're doing this week.
Yes, because they're not here. I don't know if they're going to be here this season. Not sure,
Yeah.
but they weren't there. And yeah, it was it was a hot mess. I don't even think anybody took a good photo, honestly.
No, which is why them saying, so they were supposed to pick a winner, right? And they brought out some these two guys, a photographer and what is he, like a producer or something?
Hmm.
Um and they were supposed to pick a winner, pick the best picture, and at the last second they're just like, "Oh, I can't pick. They're all good." And yeah, so no one wins, so no one gets the extra points for the final count. And yeah, so then it was just pointless.
It was very pointless, like so pointless. It's like at the beginning, they're like, whoever wins is gonna get 3 stars added to their runway, and then they ended up with really bad photos. So they're like, you know what? Everybody did really well. That nobody won. Nobody.
And the guy kept like reiterating, "It's not a mini challenge, but you're gonna do this, but it's not a mini challenge." Like, I don't understand why. What was the big deal about calling it a mini challenge? Um, yeah, yeah, and then it was, if I was one of the queens, I would have been pissed because they put them through all that. Like they had to get ready for that, and they were
Well,
dunked
it's like
into.
15 minutes to get ready. But still, you're still getting your costume wet. You're getting. Oh, if I would have known I was not gonna win. I'll be like, I'm not doing it.
Yeah,
I'm not going in there. Like for what?
yeah, exactly. There was no point. It's just like to make fun of them or something. I don't know.
To try to kill them so they can eliminate somebody without actually eliminating them. I think
Mhm.
that's their plan. Um, all right, so we go into El Camerino, and they talk about certain things, mostly like just stuff outside the competition because they're just getting to know each other, and some already know each other. It's weird. It's kind of weird to know who knows each other and who doesn't, because they all kind of like seem like they know each other, but
Mhm.
I don't know. It's weird. Um, and then we go into the challenge. And just to let you guys know how long this episode was, we're 30 minutes and it's barely the mini challenge. So 30 minutes in, like, what the hell are they doing? Like, it is long. Um, but let's go into the main challenge because that's more exciting to talk about. We get a new judge introduced to us, Raquel, who I don't know what the hell she does or who she is, but she looks pretty. And then we get Maka, the new host, who I was so disappointed. She's not a good host, honestly. She's okay, but she lacks like some kind of. She did not seem excited to be there.
It's the first episode. Maybe some nerves were involved. We'll see.
And then we get the past host as a guest judge, Roberto, who didn't even want to make a decision. So what the hell was he there for? He was like, I don't want to choose. I don't want to choose. Then what the hell are you doing there? Get out. But it was nice to see him. All right. So let's get into the challenge. The challenge is La Más Artesanal. Artesanal. So that's like a folk art challenge. They have to create a look that represents that. They don't have to create it. They already brought it. So they just have to wear it and present it on the runway. It has to be a folk art inspired look and also represent their drag persona. So the first one on the runway is, by the way, the runway looks really cool. Like, they actually did make it bigger, but the queens just have to walk more. So I don't know. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's bigger.
Yeah, I think these runways are too long for me, and some of them take it like they try to do a whole performance up there. I'm like,
yeah. Thankfully, nobody tried to talk
back and forth. Yeah. Remember, was it last season or the season prior? Like everyone wanted to make a speech, or there was some particular queens that just wanted to stop.
Yeah, it was not good. So the first one is Peque Valderas. She comes out in her look. What did you think of this look?
I thought it was really cute, really clever, especially when she had the reveal, because she was a piñata, right? And then she had the reveal that what's under a piñata? Well, like paper mache, newspaper. So I thought that was really clever to continue that theme. Yeah, it was a really fun look.
I like the piñata part of it. I didn't like the thing that was under. I feel like it was too busy. I couldn't tell what was on it. It was like a bunch of things just stuck to the costume. It didn't really make sense. I mean, it made sense, but it didn't really look great. Like, it was just kind of things stuck on an outfit, which was not, to me, it's not exciting.
Well, that's what a piñata is.
I wish they would have come out with a stick and beater.
They did.
Oh, they did?
Yes. Veneno or Toxico, one of them, went out and hit her with
their stick.
Yes, but not that one.
Okay. Well, that would have been better. More exciting. All right, so the next one is Hidden Mistake. And was it a mistake to wear this? Tell me.
I actually really like this look. I think some of the judges didn't, but I like it. I like the drama of it. I think they're I think they're non-binary. But so I'm gonna refer to them as they. But yeah, the actual look I thought it was really cool. I like the drama, and which was based on like Talavera pottery, which I know we've all seen, maybe owned, like a teacup or a plate with those patterns, and really cute stuff. But yeah, I think Hidden's look was really cool.
I liked it too. I thought it was my favorite. I thought it was my favorite look. She did a really good job of presenting something that
Her
is
ass.
something that is kind of like not considered like high end or whatever, but making it really cool. I mean, it was a little too busy, just a little bit. I don't know if you needed the makeup to be like that. Just a basic makeup would have done, I think would have been great. But I did like it. I liked her presentation. The next one, which one's the next one? Oh, Greta White. What did you think of this?
Yeah, this was not a look that I liked. I think the reference was uh like Aztec gold art, but I don't know. I couldn't really. I tried to do some research to see um what it actually was referencing, and I couldn't really find information. But I thought, yeah, I think the look was just not very polished either, and if you're looking at down to to the details, it was very wrinkly, and it just didn't look good to me.
Yeah, it was kind of like the color of the dress. It was really, I don't know, kind of washed her like
Yeah, it
did
wasn't
not look great on her
reflective
skin.
enough.
It needed to be like a more warmer gold. This was very like
Mm,
beigey, and
mhm.
I don't know if that's what she was going for, but it didn't work. The next one is Isabella and Catalina, the twins from San
Mhm.
Diego.
Yeah, and they're representing the sarape and I guess a sombrero. I thought they were really cute looks. I liked how each of them had. It wasn't like just a copy of each other's. They looked similar, but um, I think like the neckline looked a little different. Uh, yeah, or the bust. But yeah, I think they were really cute looks for them. Nothing outstanding, but it was nice.
Yeah, it was cute, but the mesh didn't really mesh, right? Like I feel
True.
like it wasn't meshing. Like it just kind of looked off. It looked like it should have been another, like maybe skin tone to match with her skin, or maybe a brighter color, but not this kind of grayish color. It just looks off. Um, and if you're gonna come out twins, come on, like you can do something more. You can do more than just present a look. You can do some kind of,
No,
I don't know,
I want them to
some
just
kind of,
walk. Stop presenting stuff.
no, but at least do something where it's a really like maybe an outfit that comes apart,
Mm,
something. Like don't just present a look. You're twin. I mean, not that you're twins, but you're you're a duo. Like you have to kind of do something extra, or else you're just kind of just like, why are you even in a group? Just model it by yourself.
but they are twins, so at least these are.
Well, yeah, but they can compete separately. Maybe
No,
that's
you
what will
can't
happen.
separate twins. They'll die if you separate them.
They will die. I honestly think they're gonna at one point one of them is gonna go home and one of them is gonna stay.
Mm,
That's what I think. That's my
prediction.
theory. The next one is Santa Lucia. Santa Lucia, she is. What was she wearing?
She was representing Judas de Cartoneria, which are like
Oh yes,
the
that
little,
red look, right?
yeah, and it was like they're like little devil creatures, like made out of some sort of ceramic, I think.
Yes, I thought this was cool, except for the dress, and I think they called her out for that. That the dress was, but they were like praising her for it because it was simple. But I don't know. I wanted more from the outfit, or just wrap it around and be naked or something. I don't know. I didn't like the dress.
I was wondering if the devil that she was lugging around, I was wondering if that was supposed to go over her head and something happened, so she didn't. Because otherwise, I don't understand why she's just carrying it around. It just Yeah, it's like, okay, let me throw this last minute because this is the challenge, and done.
Exactly. Like it could have been any challenge, just throw something on top of it, and you're like, oh, I did a challenge.
Yeah, this is
So,
not one of my favorites.
all right. The next one is Light King, and Light King had what the hell is
The
Light King?
Huichol art. I think she was representing like a rainbow goddess. I thought this was really cool.
Oh yes, this was cool. Yes, I like this.
All the mishmashing of the different patterns, and I thought she did a really good job. Really fun.
I like the fact that it kind of looks Japanese in a way, like Harajuku. Like I feel like I would see this in Harajuku somewhere. But it was really cool. I don't know if she presented it the best way. I mean, it is kind of hard to kind of do anything with it, but it was a really cool look. Very different. And I don't know what that was talking about. Her makeup looks great. I don't know. She was saying stick stuff on. I don't know. Like that's enough. She has enough on. Like she really does. So don't listen to her. Anyways, the next one is the Sales Fab. What did you think of the Sales Fab?
So she's representing like a barro, like Mexican clay pottery. I like the idea, but I thought it was a little crafty. Because she had that big, what you call it?
Spoon.
Big spoon? What?
She's holding a big spoon.
The dress, like, it comes apart and she just leaves, like, I don't know, it looked kind of like a cake, but it was like...
Oh, yes. It was like that, yeah. It came, like, the whole, like, big, the bottom of it, right?
Yeah.
The skirt.
Yeah. So she just drops it and then she does a little...
and she fell on it, too.
She did, yeah.
Like, by mistake.
Yeah, I think she was reaching for one of the items on there and she fell on her knees, which is not a big deal, but it's just, like I said, I think the look looked a little crafty. So yeah.
I don't know. I don't like the wig color. I feel like it's just off. Like her makeup doesn't make sense with this. Like I don't think you need to go. Oh, she's the one with the doll, right? Like the doll aesthetic.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have gone with this for the doll aesthetic. Why didn't you do one of those monas that have like, like that are made out of like kind of like knitted dresses? Yeah, something like that. Like I feel like this was just not in her lane. I did not like this. Like the colors look sad, she looks cross-eyed, and I don't like it. The next one is Fifi Esta. And this was not cute. What did you think?
Yeah, I was trying to see what exactly this was a reference to, but in the back of her head, she has Playa Azul Michoacan on it. So I guess it's some sort of... that's why she's like wearing all shells and stuff. I don't know where the artsy part comes in. I don't know, maybe down there they have these type. They make a lot of stuff with shells.
I think so, because I've seen those shells in like little designs sometimes, like in some stores.
It's an interesting idea, but
I think it's a silhouette. The silhouette is just not great.
Exactly. Like it's just a little rabon dress and that's it. There's no drama to it.
And the hair was like
shell shaped.
I don't know. I wouldn't have gone with this shape of hair. I don't know. It's just off. It doesn't look like she thought this outfit through. Like it was just like, I'm gonna make a dress out of shells, and didn't really think like the shape or if it was gonna work or nothing. I don't know. I didn't like it. The next one is Aisha Dog Kills, and she looks. She has my least favorite look. I think I just don't like it at all.
She's covered
It's
in
just very
wigs.
like, huh?
She's covered in wigs. So if she loses one,
Covered in wigs, but she has none on her head. They're just all over her body.
Yeah.
But it was just like it was simple look, but not even like great. Like if you're gonna do a simple look, just a bodysuit with like hair all over, like at least do something. And the makeup didn't really go with the colors of the. It was just off. What did you think?
Yeah, agreed. I guess she was supposed to be like the chamuco, like the devil. But then she takes off the mask and it becomes less interesting. I think either you add more pelucas or something. But yeah, it's too plain. And I think, was it Yari that said that apparently she just got this look in today from whoever
Oh yeah,
she got to make it? But yeah, they should have kept it.
Sewing in the background.
Yeah.
They should have kept it. Please take it back. It didn't look. It just was not interesting. The next one is Liza Zanzuzi, and she presented a whole like kind of a performance, but like a whole kind of concept. But I didn't like the outfit, honestly. I liked the from the waist up, and then the makeup could have used. I agreed with that. Her face was not. I don't know, because if she would have been like full silver, like like not showing skin, but like maybe painted her skin in silver, I think I would have liked it. But the fact that she has like gray eyeshadows, gray lips, gray contour, it just kind of looks very weird. It does not make her face pop. It makes it just kind of like very sad looking, like not. It just doesn't go to me. I don't like the paint, but I like from the waist up.
Yeah, I mean, she tried to cover her skin with silver makeup, but I think she needed some shades of silver, like to make it look more dimensional. She was representing La Diosa de Plata, which is like an award that's granted to recognize like the people in the Mexican film industry, like a yearly thing that they do apparently. I guess kind of like the Oscars or something. So she was representing like the statue. So I get it. I think she did a good job with that. But yeah, there were some details with the look that were a little unrefined, I guess. Like I didn't like how her hips were so like wide because she has the little fringes or the wings made of like fringes on her waist, and it just I don't think they make.
Yeah, you're supposed to make the waist smaller, not bigger. Like that's just, you never want to have a bigger waist, so the proportions are off. And the skirt, if that skirt was like just skin tight, like, and her hair, and her face was all silver, like that would have been a much better look.
She was one of the ones that was more like confident up there though, and so I liked her attitude.
The next one is Huma Kyle. She's the last one on the runway. She I don't get this. I don't really get what this is supposed to be. It kind of looked like she was tripping over it. It was kind of weird. It was a weird costume. It's kind of like she has a bodysuit on, and then kind of a dress that is attached to these.
They're like
strings.
overalls.
Like kind of like overalls, yeah, but in a dress form. But the overalls kind of hang from her hands, so she has to like pull it up every time she walks. It's very weird. I don't know.
It doesn't work
No.
that well.
And then the hair, I don't get why the hair with the ball on top. And the makeup does not really. Again, gray lips. This I don't have anything against gray lips, but come on, like it just doesn't make any. It doesn't make the outfit. It doesn't complement the outfit. It doesn't complement her face and the shades of the whole costume. So to me, this was just very off. What did you think?
Yeah, just the fact that she had to keep holding that bottom piece up um, to do a spin, just to walk. It didn't look right, and I think she was. I can see the pattern on the dress. I figured that it was Talavera as well, but it wasn't the best representation. So maybe the hair was like a handle or something, and like on a little teapot or something.
Sure, I think you explained it better than her.
Yeah, this was kind of messy. At least she has ideas, but the execution was not what it should have been.
Agreed. So the winner is Peque Valderas. She is the first winner of La Más Draga. And the bottom two are Uma Kyle, which we just talked about, and Aisha, again, one that we didn't like. So we should be judges, literally. We should be judges. The judging is a little different this time. They had Letal do the makeup, Yari do the outfit, and Raquel do the performance or the presentation. Which I don't know about you, but I kind of liked it. Like at first I was kind of worried, but then I was like, okay, then that makes more sense why Letal is giving advice on makeup.
But
Um,
why isn't Yari the makeup artist? Why didn't they make?
that's what I was thinking too. I was like, but wait, Yari's not
Yeah,
a designer.
yeah, exactly. So, I think they got that a little backwards. Maybe I don't know if Letal makes her own looks but she must have more knowledge of that than Yari.
Let's bring back that one judge. Remember with the diamonds that everybody
Oh
hated?
crap! Yeah, no. Please stay away. They might still
Um,
bring him back.
yeah, they just need a designer on there to actually, well, you know what? I don't know, because the girls don't really make their looks either. So I don't know. I guess Yadi can say what they're
Yeah,
wearing
but
because she does.
I think they can all do what they were already doing and judge everything. If they're gonna do it that way, so I don't know. I We'll see how this works, but I think it's kind of I don't know. Just the change is kind of annoying to me that they're trying to judge or like demand certain opinions from each judge.
Yeah, I can see. I mean, I can see how it's off putting. I still don't know if it's gonna work, but I did like the in the first episode. I liked it. Um, and obviously, if they have performance challenges, I don't know how they're gonna do that. So because they should base it more on the performance. So
Yeah.
it's like who's judging weighs more. Like
Mhm.
who do they listen to the most?
Mhm.
So all right. The winner, we already said the bottom two, they lip sync to Mexa by Yadi, and Huma Kyle ends up going home.
Mhm.
So she's the first one eliminated. And what did you think about the lip sync first?
I thought it got interesting towards the end once Aisha actually started putting a little bit more effort into it. I don't know if Uma, because the dress that just got in the way, was just kind of standing there and walking back and forth. Um, but it wasn't that bad. They at least tried. We've seen some worse ones. I'll tell you this, that in the beginning of the episode they showed auditions like clips of the auditions, and I thought
Mm-hmm.
they were like those. I don't know. They probably just picked all the best ones, but those some of those clips were really good. Like the looks that they were wearing and their performances when they're auditioning, they were really good. So I don't know if they'll bring that to these lip syncs as well.
Well, let's hope because I cannot remember not one lip sync from this whole entire show. So that just tells you how much these lip syncs, how what the level of the lip syncs are. Um, I just don't even remember one. I cannot name one that I'm like, oh my gosh, remember that one? I love that. Let me go watch it again. No, not one.
How about oh I know there was a lip sync by like one of the guests.
What?
Was it? I don't know if Lorena Herrera ever had a lip sync on here. Did she? But there was.
Like a song of hers?
Well, yeah. No, I mean like she actually performed and did a lip sync. It was.
Oh,
I know some of the guests have done
was it
that.
in the finale?
Possibly. I don't know, but their lip syncs were better. Anyways, or are they all lip sync? Like all the judges lip sync on the finale too.
Yes, they all have a performance where
However,
they
they
lip
have
sync.
like choreographers and all that. So.
Of course. And that is it for Uma Kyle. You know what? I will say that I did watch her exit interview, and it was pretty interesting because I did find out that she said that they all thought that there was not going to be an elimination, and that kind of played into why they didn't put a lot of effort
That's stupid.
into this challenge. And she said that she like felt shocked the whole time because she was like, okay, when are they going to tell me that it's a joke? Like, when are they going to tell me that I'm not going to go home? And that never came because she did go home. So her personality is really funny. She's very witty. She's very like playful. So I really liked her personality. Um, Too bad that this show is not meant for. It's not. It doesn't accentuate or it doesn't like showcase those things. It's more about the looks, and her looks were
Mhm.
not the best. So that's very sad. So back to the show. We have a surprise ending, a little twist, a little revival, a little death revival, a little paper cut comes back from the dead. Yeah, that's right. You heard me right. Paper cut. I don't know if you remember paper cut, but that's the one that used to dress up as like a
Paper.
mime.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, a lot of the looks that Papercut did were very crafty and like, yeah. I mean, they were really cool. So I'm hoping,
I loved his looks.
yeah. I'm hoping it continues. Interesting. It's the
So
first
yeah,
time they've brought someone back.
it is. And he came out of a coffin, which was like more exciting than the
Oh
way
yeah.
they showed than they introduced everybody else.
True. They need to do something more like that, like a theme. Um,
Yeah, bring everybody in a coffin.
like
Like,
they just. I'm trying to piece it together. So, is the show hell, and then and then they pass on, or so are they being born? Maybe so there can be like a I don't know, like some sort of theme where they're being born. Like they can have giant vaginas on stage and then just come out. I
this
don't
is
know.
not. I don't know what kind of budget you think they're working with, but I don't think
Hey, they
that's.
can get paper cut to make all these out of paper, so easy
I think a
peasy.
coffin is a great idea. Honestly, they could just be like have a velorio. Like, is that what it's called? A velorio, like a
Yeah.
velatorio, velorio,
Yeah, but that's
whatever.
more like a resurrection thing. So that's for someone who's coming back. Now, someone who's barely like it's their first time. I don't know, I think
But they
that's
can be like spirits that they're like channeling. That, oh, let's introduce this new spirit to the competition, whatever. You know. Anyways, paper cut is back. Are you excited?
Yeah. I like I said, I liked Paper Cut a lot, so I think it'll be an
I'm hoping
interesting.
he goes all the way.
Just the fact that he came back, I think he will.
I hope so. All right. Is there anything else you want to mention about this episode?
No, I don't think so. I think we covered it all.
Yes, all the interesting parts at least. Everything else you guys can literally skip if you're watching the show. Okay, so this is it for the first episode of La Más Draga season 5. Thank you so much for joining us. And why don't you tell them where they can follow us and support us? Give us money. No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to give us money.
We're not the Más
I mean, if
Draga.
you can, if you want, but like,
We're
I
not.
don't know how.
We're not La Más Draga. You don't. We're not charging you for tickets. But you can follow the podcast on Instagram at Quien es la Más, and you'll see the looks of the week on there. And we have our email address, which is quieneslamaspodcast@gmail.com, where you can write us and ask us any questions or make any comments. We can read them on the podcast. And please don't forget to subscribe and rate the podcast. That helps us a lot. And where can they find you, Gigi?
You can find me. I started a TikTok. Oh my gosh. I'm on TikTok.
Our sister finally got to you and pressured you into
Yeah.
getting one.
And it's going pretty well. My journey is going well. It's very drag race based right now. So if you want to follow me, you can follow. It's the same as my Instagram. It's Yee, and it's fun. Everybody's dragging me. So you can go ahead and drag me on there too.
That's what drag is all about. Dragging people.
Love it. All right. Yeah, you can follow me there. And again, thank you so much for joining us and for supporting us just by, listening to the podcast. We would love to, hear from you guys more, but I get it. Some of you are just shy or don't have anything else. You don't want to add anything else to the conversation, but
Yeah.
it's fine. We still love you.
And I just wanted to say as well, like reminder that the show has English subtitles now. So you don't have an excuse to watch along with us since we do these recaps in English. We can mingle.
Yes, I want to know who your favorites are. Who do you think is going to win? And what you think about about Paper Cup coming back? All that. So let us know if you can. And yeah, again, thank you so much. And we will see you next time. Bye.
Adios.